Gadkari is there? Basuraj Ainapure?
Yes, sir.
Right. Bhagyashri? Bhagyashri? Bhakti? Bhakti? Bharti?
Present, sir.
Okay. Chetan Kumar? Chetan Kumar? Deepak? Divya? Divya? Gadpratmesh Shivaji? Gadpratmesh Shivaji? Jyoti? Jyoti? Kiran Ligade?
Present, sir.
Okay. Kiran Ligade? Kiran Ligade? Lakshmikant? Mantesh? Mantesh? Mole Prem?
Present, sir.
Right. Nagesh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Nandish?
Present, sir.
Right. Pooja Patil?
Present, sir.
Okay. Pramod Kumar? Pramod Kumar? Praveen Magdum? Praveen Magdum? Priyanka? Priyanka?
Present, sir.
Okay. Sandhya? Sandhya? Santosh Pujari? Santosh Sonar? Shahbaz?
Present, sir.
Right. Shafia? Shafia? Sridhar? Sridhar? Srishti? Srishti?
Present, sir.
Right. Siddharth?
Present, sir.
Okay. Siddharth Varnekar? Siddharth Patil? Supriya?
Present, sir.
Okay. Vandana? Vandana? Vasant? Vasant? Vedata? Yogesh? Mahesh Dodmani?
Yes, sir.
Right. Balesh? Balesh? Taik Mohammed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Praveen Rathod? Praveen Rathod? Abhishek Palekar? Abhishek Palekar? Aishwarya?
Present, sir.
Right. Amanullah? Amanullah? Banudkar Tanay Mohandas? Bhavrao? Shodhan?
Present, sir.
Right. Devannawar Anil Kumar Shekappa? Devannawar Anil Kumar Shekappa? Nand Kumar? Nand Kumar? Pramod? Pramod? Rohini
Sir.
Pavle?
Present, sir.
Present, sir.
Rohini is there? Okay.
Present, sir.
Right. Rohit Alwani? Rohit Alwani? Shashidhar? Sridhar Badiger?
Present, sir.
Sridhar Badiger. Okay.
Present, sir.
Right. Snehal? Snehal? Vaishnavi? Vaishnavi? Saish?
Present, sir.
Right. Karthik? Karthik? Okay. Anybody else joined?
Sir, Anil Kumar
Roll number
present, sir.
24, sir.
Pramod Kumar Huncha? Yes.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
406, sir.
I have marked yours, Anil Kumar. Anil Kumar is marked.
Okay. Okay,
Anybody
thank
else? Okay. Let us continue with some more programs that we were discussing in the last class. Write an 8051C program to get a byte of data from P0. If it is less than 100, send it to P1, otherwise send it to P2. We have to write a C program, 8051C program, to get a byte of data from P0. That means we have to read the value from port P0. If the value which we are reading from port P0 is less than 100, send the value that we have read from port P0 to P1. Otherwise, that means if the value that we have read from P0 is greater than 100, send the value to P2. This is what we understand from the statement. Write an 8051C program to get a byte of data from P0. If it is less than 100, send it to P1. Otherwise, send it to P2. Let us write a program for this. Start always with the header file. Hash include reg51.h, reg51, reg51.h, hash include reg51.h. Then next is the main function. As the main function does not receive any value from the sub function, therefore it has to be defined as void main. And we are declaring a variable to read the value from port P0. P0 is taken as the input port. Whatever value we are reading from port P0, that we are storing in a variable. That variable we are defining as unsigned character my byte. Unsigned character my byte. Next is we have to make one of the port as input port. In the statement of the program statement, they have mentioned that P0 is input. Get a byte of data from P0. That means we are inputting the data from port P0. We have to make P0 as input port. Therefore, we are to make port P0 as input port. For making the port P0 as input port, what we have to store in port P0? We know that 0xFF. We are configuring the port P0 as input port. Make P0 as input port. Make P0 as input port. Then we have to write the logic of the program. Once we have declared the port P0 as input port, let us write the logic of the program. We have to repeat for indefinite number of times. Therefore, make use of either while of one loop or for semicolon. Either one of these should be used. While of one, inside the while loop, what they have mentioned, get the value from port P0. We have declared already a variable to receive the value from port P0. That is my byte is equal to P0. That means we are receiving the value from the port P0 and we are storing that value in my byte. We are receiving the value from port P0 and we are storing that value in my byte variable. Once we have stored in my byte, that is in port P0 value, whatever we are storing in my byte, we have to check that. What we have to check, if the value is less than 100 or more than 100, whether the value is less than 100 or more than 100. Okay, if the value is less than 100, how to check it? Which statement I have to make use of to check whether the value is? Yes, please.
If conditional statement.
If conditional statement, you are right. That is, if else statement should be used. If the value in my byte is whatever value we are reading from port P0. If it is, what is the value they have mentioned? Reference 100. If it is less than 100, if it is less than 100, it has to be done. If it is less than 100, what we have to do? If it is less than 100, send it to P1. Send the value that we have read from in my byte to P1. That is P1 is equal to my byte. P1 is equal to my byte. Right? P1 is equal to my byte. Then if condition is false, that is if my byte port P0 value is not less than 100. If it is less than 100, then the value will be stored in port P1, on port P1. If the value is greater than 100, that is else statement. Else, if the value in my byte is greater than 100, then where we have to store it? We have to store it in else. You have to store what we have mentioned. Otherwise, send it to P2. Otherwise, send it to P2. That is P2 is equal to my byte. P2 is equal to my byte. My byte. Okay. This is the logic of the program. Simple. If the value read from port P1, that is what we are storing in my byte variable. If it is less than 100, send that value to port P1. If it is greater than 100, send that value to port P2. This we are repeating in the while loop. Okay, this we are repeating in the while loop. First end the while loop. First end the while loop. Then end the main function. Then end the main function. Okay, this is how we are writing a program to get the byte, that is to read the value from port P0. Get the byte means read the value. Both are one and the same. To read the value from port P0. If it is less than 100, send the value to P1. If it is greater than 100, send the value to P2. Is this program clear here, students? Is this program understood? Understood to everyone this program?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. Let us move on to
Yes,
the
sir.
second program. Write an 8051C program to toggle only bit P2.4 continuously without disturbing the rest of the bits of P2. We have to write a C program, 8051C program, to toggle only the bit P2.4, that is D5 bit. P2.4 means it starts from D0, D2, D3, D4, D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, fifth bit. P2.4, that we have to toggle between 1 to 0 continuously, indefinitely, without disturbing the remaining bits of the port P2. That means the remaining bit should not be toggled. Only the bit P2.4 should be toggled. Like that, we have to write the 8051C program. Again, start with the header file. Start with the header file. Hash, the second program. Hash include reg51.h, reg51.h, reg51.h. Then, now if we want to make use of the pin number P2.4, we are making use of pin number P2.4. That is, they are mentioning to toggle only bit P2.4. That means among all the pins, among all the bits of the port 2, we are particularly using only P2.4. That means we have to define that particular pin. We have to define that particular pin specifically, whichever pin we are making use of. Right? Because they have mentioned it specifically to make use of the pin P2.4. Therefore, we have to define that particular pin. Otherwise, already that care will be taken care of by the header file reg51.h. But they have mentioned that we have to particularly make use of P2.4. They are very specific. So we have to define that particular pin. We have to define that particular pin. So if you want to define that particular pin, how we have to define, which data type we have to use? Yes bit, special bit, my bit, my bit, special bit my bit, this is equal to P2.4. How to define P2.4? We have to use inverted V. We have to use inverted V here, P2.4. Then semicolon. Okay. This bit my bit is equal to P2.4. We are defining the bit P2.4. That means in the program, wherever it is P2.4, we can make use of my bit. In the program, wherever we have to make use of P2.4, directly we can make use of MYBIT. Okay. So the program looks simple. It appears to be simple. That is, this is the way in which the single bit is declared. Single bit declared. Single bit is declared. Single bit is declared. Then void main function. Come to the main function. Void main. Void main. Here, how to toggle the bit? What is meant by toggling? We know that toggling means we are switching from 1 to 0 or from 0 to 1. 1 to 0 or 0 to 1. In other words, to say we are turning on that particular bit or we are turning off that particular bit. Either we turn on that particular bit or we turn off that particular bit. Continuously, this is done. That is called as switching from 1 to 0 or 0 to 1. That is toggling. Now, if you want to toggle it indefinitely, again we have to make use of the while loop. While of 1, while of 1. Inside the while loop, how to toggle? Now, toggling means it is different from reading the value, reading the bit. Reading is we have to make that particular port as input port. Toggling means directly assign the value, directly assign 0 or 1 to that particular pin. Okay, we need not define it as input port or input pin there. Now, my bit, we have defined it as P2.4. Therefore, what I will do, my bit is equal to 1. My bit is equal to 1. That is turn on P2.4. P2.4. Turn on P2.4. My bit is equal to 0. My bit equal to 0. That is, we are turning off that particular bit. Turn off P2.4. P2.4. Okay. First we are turning it on, then we are turning it off. This is repeated for infinite number of times. This is repeated for infinite number of times. End the while loop first. End the while loop. Okay. Then end the main function. Then end the main function. This is we are ending the while loop. Then end the main function. Main function. Right. This is a simple program to toggle only a specific bit. In examination, they may not mention it as P2.4. They may give it as P3.3 or P3.7, okay, or P0.5. P0.5. Just instead of P2.4, you have to make use of that particular pin, whatever they are mentioning in the statement. Okay, so like that you have to adjust your program according to the data that is given in the program statement. Right? Only that pin you have to change. Only the pin should be changed. Rest of the program remains the same. Is this program clear here, students? This program is clear here. This program is understood to everyone.
Sir, that in while
Yes.
statement, sir.
Okay.
Sir, continuously the value will be 0 only, sir. Means after executing the while loop.
1 to 0 it will toggle because my bit is 1 first time. Then in between what can be done, a delay can be given. If it is getting confused for you, what we can do is we can give a delay here in between. Right? That can also be done. But this is the simplest program. If you want, we can include a delay loop here. We can give a delay in between. Delay of say 200 milliseconds or 100 milliseconds. We can give a delay. And after toggling to 0 also, we can give a delay here. so that there is no confusion. Delay of 200. Delay of 200. Then call the delay function. We know the delay function. Void ms delay of unsigned int I time. For I is equal to 0, I less than I time, I plus plus. For j is equal to 0, j less than 1275, j plus plus. That is the delay function. Clear, right?
Yes. Sir, if the starting value is 0, sir, means the port which is P.4, sir.
Okay.
If it is also 1.
Starting value is 0, you are telling?
No, sir. If starting value in the port, sir,
Huh.
in 8 bit, sir, if
Okay.
P.4 is 1.
Okay, fine. Huh.
So if it's also 1 and we are turning it first as a 1 only, sir. It's not toggle, no, sir, one first loop.
Correct. See, that is first time it will happen as 1 only. If it is 1, it will remain as 1. See, if it is 1, it will remain as 1. Okay. But next time what will happen after delay of 200, it will become 0. It will
0.
become 0. Then after delay of 200 milliseconds, again 1, then 0, again then 1, again then 0. This will continue. The first time it may take it as 1, 1. It may not toggle.
Yes, sir.
So it may not toggle for the first time, but the remaining rest of the times you have to see the majority number of times. Rest of the data will be toggled. Only for the
Okay.
first time here, that's why what we can do is, otherwise we have to initialize that. Otherwise what we have to do is, we have to initialize that P2.4 my bit to be, say, some value, right? Say we can start with 1 or 0, we have to initialize that. Then accordingly, whatever value we have initialized, it will take that value only. If you are not initializing that value of, if you are not initializing my bit variable initially starting at the beginning, then what will happen? It will take some random value at the beginning. If it is 0, it will take 0. If it is 1, it will take 1. But what about the rest of the times? The majority number of times it will go on toggling. For the first time, okay, but for the remaining number of times, it will go on toggling between 1 and zeros. Clear here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let us take up the third program. Write an 8051C program to monitor bit P1.5. If it is high, send 55H to P0. Otherwise, send AAH to P2. A simple program. Write an 8051C program to monitor bit P1.5. To monitor bit P1.5 means, the meaning is we have to read the pin number P1.5. To read the pin number 1.5 data. If the data is 1, if it is high, then we have to send 55, we have to store it in P0. Otherwise, we have to store AAH in P2. This is the understanding of the program statement. Once we understood the program statement, then we have to start writing the program. Start with the header file, hash include reg51.h, hash include reg51.h. Then next, we have to again define here, because we are using a particular pin. Whenever they are mentioning, remember, whenever in the program statement they are mentioning a single pin, a single bit, that time you have to define that particular pin. You have to define that particular pin. Okay. So it is a single pin. We have to define it as yes bit, my bit is equal to P1.5, equal to P1.5. Then write the main function, void main. Now we have to make P1.5 input pin. We have to make P1.5 input pin. Make input pin. We know that if you want to make the port, some port as input port, what we are doing? We are storing FF. Correct? We are storing FF in that port to configure that port as input port. Similarly, if a single pin is to be configured as input pin, if you want to make use of a single pin as input pin, then we have to store 1 in that particular pin. You have to store 1 in that particular pin. Then whatever value it is reading, either it can read 0 or 1, that will be read onto that particular pin. That is my bit. My bit. We have to configure. We have to initialize it to 1. Okay. We have to configure it to 1. Store 1 in my bit to make it as input pin. This is for making P1.5, P1.5 input pin. Input. Then indefinite number of times repetition. While of 1, while of 1. What is the logic? What they have mentioned? If it is high, read the value from P1.5. Check if it is high. If it is high, we have to store F55 in P0. Otherwise, we have to store AA in P2. If my bit that is pin 1.5 is equal to 1, if else statement. Whenever they are mentioning certain condition, it means we have to make use of if else statement. Remember, if there is any condition mentioned in the statement, like if it is high, send 55 to P0, otherwise send A to P2. Some conditions are mentioned, means we have to make use of if else statements. If my bit is equal to 1, then store in P0. In P0, what we have to store? P0 we have to store 0x55. 0x55 or 55h. Else if it is 0, if it is 1, then store 55 in P0. If it is 0, what we have to store? Yes. If it is 0, what we have to store? What we have to store? If it is 0?
AH.
Yes. A. Where we have to store AH? Where we have to store AH? In port P0 or P1 or
P1.
P2 or P?
P1.
P1.
Read the statement. That's why you have to read the statement.
P2
Program
sir, P2.
statement. If it is high, send 55h to P0. Okay, you have to store 55 in P0. Otherwise, that means else. If it is 0, send AH to P2. Okay, that's why you have to read the program statement once, twice, understand that, write it as some form of given data, and then start writing the program. That becomes easy for you to write the program. Okay. Else store, that is you have to store P2 is equal to 0x AA. 0x AA. End the while loop first, then end the main function, right? This is a program that reads monitors bit P1.5, monitors bit P1.5. What is the meaning of this? We have to read the value stored on P1.5. That means we have to make P1.5 input pin so that we will be able to read the value stored on that particular pin. Then check. What you have to check? If it is 1 or 0. If it is high, if it is 1, we have to store 55 in P0. If it is 0 on pin P1.5, then we have to store AA in port P2. Right? This is our third program. Is this program clear, students? Any questions here on this program? Any questions? Any questions on this program? Hope everybody understood this.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay, right. Let us move on to the next program. It's slightly a big program. A door sensor is connected to the P1.1 pin and a buzzer is connected to P1.7. A door sensor is a sensor which senses the opening and closing of the door. A sensor is connected to P1.1 pin and a buzzer is connected to P1.7. See here, we have to understand this. A door sensor is connected to P1.1 pin. Let us read the next statement. It will be clear. Write an 8051C program to monitor the door sensor. We have to write a 8051C program to monitor the door sensor, and when it opens, that means when the door opens, the buzzer should be sound. Okay, when the door opens, there should be a buzzer. You can sound the buzzer by sending a square wave of a few hundred hertz. There is a sensor connected to the door, and this sensor is connected to the port P1.1. It is connected to pin P1.1 of the microcontroller. Port pin P1.1 of the microcontroller. What about the buzzer? Buzzer is connected to pin P1.7. Now what we are supposed to do? We have to monitor the door sensor. We have to monitor the door sensor means every time we have to go on checking. Keep checking indefinite number of times. Repeatedly check. We have to check the pin P1.1 which is connected to the door sensor. Which is connected to the door sensor. Read it. If it is 1, when it will be 1, when the door opens. Okay, when the door opens, sound the buzzer. We have to send a high to low on the P1.7. P1.1 will become input pin because we are reading the data from P1.1, which is connected to the door sensor. Then we are sending the sound. We are sending the square wave on the pin P1.7 to sound the buzzer, because we know that sound is nothing but it's a sequence of ones and zeros. If we send the square wave to the buzzer, right, it is nothing but we are sending the sequence of ones and zeros. 1 0 1 0 1 0. It will go on toggling. It's a square wave. So it's a square wave, and it toggles, the buzzer will sound. The buzzer will turn on its sound. Okay. So this is the program that we are supposed to write. Okay, and they have mentioned that the frequency of the square wave that we are sending to the buzzer, that is zeros and ones sequence that we are sending to the buzzer, the delay can be few hundred hertz. The delay can be few hundred hertz. We can take some random value, need not be a particular value. We can take some random value and we can write the program. That is a delay, whatever we are considering, that can be some random value. It will not be particularly a particular delay only. It can be some random delay, and with that value we can write the program. Okay, let us write it. Let us write here. This is a program which is related to the burglar alarm. You might have heard of burglar alarm. Suppose a thief is entering inside the house, right? Then we are checking based on the door opening and closing. What will happen? There is a buzzer, right? Based on the same concept in the banks, right? And in other areas, right? In malls and all, they are installing this equipment. Okay, it's the same concept on which the burglar alarm works. Start with the header file. Go on step by step. Include reg 51.h, reg51.h, then void ms delay function, because they have clearly mentioned to make use of the delay. That is a square wave delay, unsigned integer or unsigned character, anyone we can make use of, not a problem. Unsigned integer. Then we have to define the pins P1.1 and P1.7. Okay, because they are mentioning particular bits, specific bits. Therefore, make use of the data type S bit. S bit door sensor, make use of some variable name, door sensor, SENSOR, some sensible names, right? We have to make use of, so that it is easier for the reader to understand your variables. Okay, whatever variable names we are using, they have to be sensible, so that whatever the names read by the reader, will be able to easily grasp your logic of your program. Door sensor is equal to P1.1. That is, this is how we are defining the single bit. And similarly, yes bit for the buzzer is equal to P1.7. Right? Then come to the main function. Let's write the main function. Void main. Now here we have to make 1.1 as input. If it is output, then not necessary to define it, because by default that particular pin or that particular port will be output only by default. But suppose if it is input pin or input port, we have to configure it as input. We have to define it as input. Okay, then only we'll be able to make use of that pin or that port in our program. Define door sensor. That is pin P1.1. This is equal to 1. We are configuring the P1.1, that is pin P1.1 as the input. That is make P1.1 as input. Next, we have to mention the condition now. What is the condition? If P1.1, whatever value we are reading from the port P1.1 pin, the door sensor, if the door opens, when the door will open, if the door opens, then the P1.1 will become 1. It will go high. We have to mention some condition. Then only we will be able to send the value, that is, the buzzer will be able to sound it. So let us give some condition. While door sensor is equal to 1, while loop we are making use of. Instead of while of 1, I am sending door sensor. I am giving the condition is equal to 1. Then what it has to do? Buzzer should be, we have to send low and high to the buzzer. That is a square wave. What is a square wave? Square wave is nothing but a sequence of ones and zeros. We are sending 1, we are giving some delay, then sending 0 with some delay, sending 1 with some delay. That is a square wave. Buzzer is equal to 0. Then send the delay. Give the delay. Delay is ms delay of 200. I'm sending the value 200 milliseconds. Then I'm calling this. So when I call this delay function, to go to the delay function. Let us write the delay function. We know that delay function, what we are supposed to write. It is void ms delay of unsigned int I time. That means this 200 value will be stored in the variable I time. It is of the type unsigned integer. It is a positive value, unsigned integer value. Then in the delay function, we are making use of 2 for loops. For I is equal to 0, I less than I time, I plus plus, and another for loop is for j is equal to 0, j how much? J less than how much? And for loop
1 to 65.
1 to 75. Just remember this, memorize it. 1 to 75. J plus plus. Okay. Then we have to define these I and j loop variables, loop indices. That is unsigned character or unsigned integer. Anyone will do here. Unsigned integer I comma j. Okay. Let us make use of brackets. For j is equal to 0, j less than 1275, j plus plus. Okay. We have written the delay function that I time value will be 200. We are sending from the main function to the sub function. 200 will be stored in I time. Unsend integer I comma j. I is equal to 0, I less than 200. I time value is 200, I plus plus. For j is equal to 0, j less than 1275, j plus plus. When this for loop repeats for 1275 times, a delay of 1 millisecond is generated. Therefore, when it repeats for the outside loop value, that is 200 times, that is 200 into 1 millisecond, 200 millisecond delay will be generated. A delay of 200 millisecond will be generated. After generating this much delay, then it will come back to the main function. Then it will execute the next statement. That is buzzer is equal to 1. Buzzer is equal to 1. Again, give some delay, ms delay of 200. Give some uniform delay so that the sound will be good one. So ms delay of 200, buzzer is equal to 1, ms delay of 200. Okay. Then end the while loop, then end the main function. Clear here? This is how we are supposed to write the program for the sensing of the door. If the door is open, that is the particular bit which you are connected to the door that will go high. Then based on this condition, we have to send the sound to the buzzer. We have to make the buzzer turn on. How we are making the buzzer to turn on? We are sending high to low pulse, or we are sending zeros and ones sequence with some delay in between. With this, we will be able to sound the buzzer, right? And then based on the sound of the buzzer, right, we will be able to check the condition whether the particular door is open or not. We will be able to sense it. The door is, we'll be able to come to know whether the door is open or whether it is closed. Okay. Is this program clear here, students? So here we are making use of while loop. We are checking the condition in the while loop here. And we are repeating it, zeros and ones, we are repeating for whenever the door sensor is 1, only that time it will execute this. If the door is closed, then it will not execute. While loop will not execute because we are given the condition. If the sensor is equal to 1, door sensor is equal to 1, if it is open, then only the while loop will execute. Otherwise, the while loop will not execute. Clear here? Based on the condition, whether it is true or false, the while loop will execute. Is this program clear here, students? Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anjum, is it clear? Anjum? Baswaraj Ainapure? Bharti?
Yes, sir.
Understood today's programs?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Jyoti?
Yes, I understood.
Okay. Mole Prem? Mole?
Understood, sir.
Okay. Nagesh? Nandish?
Sir, understood.
Any questions, Nandish?
No, sir.
Okay. Pooja?
So, yes, sir.
Understood, Pooja?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Pramod Kumar? Priyanka? Shabaz?
Yes, sir, understood.
Any doubt, Shabaz?
No, sir.
Okay. Srushti?
Yes, sir, understood, sir.
Okay. Supriya?
Understood, sir.
Clear with the today's programs?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mahesh Dodamani? Mahesh? Tariq Muhammad? Tariq
Yes,
Muhammad?
sir. Understood. Yes, sir. Understood.
Fine. Aishwarya? Aishwarya?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Clear, Aishwarya? Today's program, everything understood?
Yes, sir.
Any questions, Aishwarya?
No, sir.
Okay. Shodhan? Shodhan?
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Understood. Okay. Devanar Anil Kumar Shekappa?
Yes, sir.
Devanar
Understood.
understood, Devanar?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Rohini Pawale? Rohini? Sridhar? Sridhar?
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Any doubts, Sridhar? Any questions?
No doubt, sir.
Okay. Saish? 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 Okay. Then we'll see the next topics that we'll take up in the next class, right? Thank you.